I'm Barbara. Welcome to this week's episode of Craft Corner Kits to Go. Today we're going to make a rainbow fish. This is a kind of a fun little guy that you can move around and make do stuff. And for this, you're going to need some straws. Now, you need several colors of straws, and we will put those in your kit for you. I want you to have 10 different colors, and some of them I couldn't get in not bendy. So if you got a bendy one, you want to extend it like that. Actually, in your kit, we're going to go ahead and cut them apart and prepare them for you. But if you do this on your own, you need 10 regular straws, and you'll need to cut them in half. And we want them in all different colors, so 10 different colors. And when you cut them in half, what I'm going to do for you in your kit is I'm going to go ahead and punch a hole in them. Now I'm using a needle, but you could use anything. If you were going to do this yourself, you would use something that would make a hole and go in your half straw. Just push through so that you have a hole, because each of these needs to have a hole so that you can thread it on a pipe cleaner. And with these being plastic, you got to make the hole ahead of time because you can't get your pipe cleaner through. Okay, so you should have in your kit, you should have 10 colors of straws cut in half, so 20 pieces of straws. Okay, and I've got 20 pieces of straws that I went ahead and cut up, and I went ahead and put the holes in them. So I'm going to get those over here, and I'm going to arrange them in a rainbow color. So I'm going to start at one end with dark blue, and then it turns no, let's start with purple. Jeez. Purple, and then dark blue, and then light blue, and then there's another light blue for me, and then it goes kind of greenish, and then it turns a brighter green, and then yellow, and then orange, and then red, and then pink. So that's the order that I have them in. So I'm going to take and thread them on a pipe cleaner, which I've got a pipe cleaner here. So I'll start here and just thread these on like you would a bead. You just find the hole that we've made in the straw and make sure you go through both sides. So when I push the needle through, it makes one hole go in and one hole go out. And if you notice when you're getting ready to thread it on your pipe cleaner, if you go in the same hole I went in, see the out hole has a bump. So go in the one that doesn't have a bump, and that way come out the one with a bump, and it's a lot easier to thread it on than trying to go in the out bump. That just might help you. Okay, so I'm getting there. And I've got all of these on the pipe cleaner now. So the next step, you should have a template that shows you what you cut out of the self-adhesive foam and what you cut out of regular foam. So you need to cut all these out, and you've been given in your kit some self-adhesive foam and some regular foam. And you would take your pattern, which you've cut out, and trace it on here and cut them out. So I have done that already. I have 2 heads that I cut out. And you want to take these heads and lay them against each other just to make sure that you cut them out close to the same, because they're supposed to be a mirror image of each other. And if you have a lot of white sticking out on one side when you've got them sandwiched together pretty good, I just take my scissors and trim that a little bit, because anywhere that we peel off this, it's going to get real sticky, and we don't want sticky showing up on the outside of your fish. So now you've got 2 heads, and I went ahead and cut 2 tails. And I've already gone in and trimmed them a little bit. Okay, so I've got 2 heads and 2 tails that are the exact opposite of each other. And then I took this darker blue and I made fins. Now you will have different colors in your kit. Something we'll try and get your colors to all go together. So the first thing I want to do is, this is my head, and my head's going to be here on the pipe cleaner, but I have a fin that I want to enclose, and I have some bottom fins too. So I'm going to take my bottom side of my fish head and peel it off, lay it down, and lay my regular craft foam inside it so that my fin is on my head like this. This is sticky. And then I'm going to lay my pipe cleaner on the side of the fish. Now I'm going to peel this off and put this right on top. So there's my head. Now I'm ready to do the tail of my fish. So I'm going to peel the bottom piece. And you notice I have kind of a long piece here. I'm going to fold it up a little bit, so it's going to be in the sticky part of my tail, but it covers more surface, so it stays better. Okay, then I'm peeling the other half of the tail and laying it right on top. Again, we don't want sticky surfaces sticking out, so if there's anything that didn't match up right, just trim it off. So I have a little bit of a stickiness there, and I'll just trim that so that it doesn't show so much. All right, so now you've got a fish that looks like this. Your next step is you want to take a marker, which I forgot my marker. I'm just going to do it freehand, but you would take a marker and make kind of a hump right here. And then take your scissors and trim all of your straws so that they make kind of a hump and then a taper like this. And the same with the bottom half. Make him as fat as you can in the middle. And then go back in for the bottom. So now my fish looks like this. All right, we're almost done. He still needs eyes. Now you notice we've got 2 sides to this fish. So you've got some Google eyes in your kit and a couple of glue dots. And we just want to take a glue dot and put it on your Google eye and give your fish an eye. And then you're going to look at him real good because you want to put the other eye on the other side in the same place. So just look at him. See, I can see right there and line it up. And I put my fish eyes right opposite each other. See? So there you have a rainbow fish. And that's it for this episode of Craft Corner Kits to Go. We'll see you next week.